Alright guys, welcome back. It's BigPoppaTMo. Look at that beautiful sunrise. Look at that beautiful sunrise. We are back playing some more Escape the Pacific. This is episode 42. And yeah, told you I would bring you along to the next cluster. And we have found it. We are at Island A of the new cluster. Now, here's the thing. So that cluster to the north and east is the last one, new cluster number one. So we had first cluster, then the second cluster. Now we're at the third cluster. Goes without saying. But here's the important thing. This is 9 days later. I was at sea for 9 days. 3 days to the west, 6 days to the southeast. Or sorry, southwest. Misspoke. Yeah, it took some time. Took some time, but we're here. We're at Island A. And there are a bunch of islands in this cluster. We got one there, one there, one there. I think we're missing one. There's one. I know for a fact that there are 7 visible islands here. Now, the reason I know that there are 7 visible islands is not that I've scoped them out or anything before you guys got here, but this is the second attempt at doing this video. I got 6 minutes into the video and the game crashed. So, friendly reminder, guys. Save, 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 save. All right, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 available islands plus the one we're on. So, we've got ourselves a crate. We have this guy looking at that island. There are no fruit trees on this island. There are a couple palms. They are probably green. Yeah, they're all green right now. When I landed last night, it was actually raining. I landed at about 10 p.m. and it was raining, so I dropped a bunch of buckets down. And somewhere around here, there it is. There is there was a water barrel, so I grabbed that and filled that up a little bit. Got another 9.6 units of water. We are currently hungry. We need some seafood and some land food. I think we can take care of that. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up, eat that. But 9 days, we still had plenty of food. I still had plenty of food. The food was not the issue. The big issue was that I kept getting hot. The last 3 days in particular, I got really, really hot during the day. My body temperature was getting up to like 106 degrees, which is brutal. And your thirst starts cranking through. Now, almost all the water in the barrels is stale. So I started drinking bottled water. But the stale water actually wasn't hurting me. It lowers your health down a little bit, but not too much. The biggest problem was there was nothing I could do about the heat most of the time. One day it rained, I was able to climb on top of the boat and get soaked and cool myself down, but the other 2 days, I couldn't do anything. Thought I saw something, but nope. So what I ended up doing on the third day is I saved and then I proceeded to jump off the boat. I took off all my stuff. I stopped the boat, took off all my gear, kind of wedged it into a little spot so that it wouldn't fall off the boat and jumped in the water and proceeded to cool off swimming around. It was a great idea until it was time to get back up on the boat. I ended up getting what I thought on the boat. I was having a hard time moving, and all my stuff was hidden back here. I got over here, put on all my stuff, and then I got locked in place right here because I was actually inside the boat. Still swimming, too, which was kind of interesting. So, just a general suggestion, you might not want to jump off the boat to go swimming. because sometimes it's hard to get back on. If you are going to do it, make sure you save right before you do it, so that in case something does go wrong, you just revert back to your save. All right, we are going to pick up all of these guys because we are not staying on this island for very long. What we're going to do is we're going to put all these guys away. Pick you up, pick you up. And we're going to move along to the next island in relatively short order. All right. I think I did that in the wrong order. Might need to shuffle some things around. But the rain when I first got here was pretty nice. Getting a quick 10 units of water and being able to cool down. It was brutally hot on the boat. But yeah, 9 days at sea. It was unexpected how long that was. I didn't realize it was going to take that long to find this cluster. And it was kind of funny because I started out going directly west. I went directly west from the previous cluster. And, all right, we're going to have to just shuffle some things around here. Let's put that in there. There we go. Like I said, I was heading directly west, and then on the third day, the seagulls changed. And for 3 days, they were coming from behind me from the original cluster, and then on the third day, they started coming from what I thought was directly south. But it wasn't actually directly south. It was a south-south or west-southwest, southwesterly direction, and it was just it was interesting. But yeah, see, there's all of our stale water. Guess I could actually just put that down. We are going to collect all of these as we go, but the boat handled really, really well. I have no complaints on the boat at all. It was just long, so I'm glad I didn't bring you guys with me for that particular journey. It was long and arduous. All right, so we want to go to that island first, and then we can get everybody else tagged in on the map. Go over the seagulls. So yeah, I was not anticipating such a long journey, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Hopefully it will be worth it. At the very least, made it to the third cluster, which is very exciting. We're stuck on something. But some lessons were learned. Oh, still stuck on something. Jesus. You'd think that I would learn how to do this by now. But alas, no. Alright, I think I got it now. There we go. That is not the island we wanted to go to. That's the island we want to go to. I'm going to blame getting stuck on the island. That's what I'm going to do. But the general lesson of the long trip is make sure you bring enough water and stuff for 10 days. It was definitely a hike. But some of these islands actually look relatively large. That one over there looks pretty big. Doesn't look huge. I haven't seen anything that looks like a huge island. But we are also just over the horizon from 3 of these islands. So we'll see what we get. But from this distance, that one looks pretty large. That one over there looks pretty large. This one does not. But I do see a shipwreck. These islands do look relatively close as well. But I do want to find a decent island, if there is one. Maybe set up a base. At the very least, we're going to have to figure out where to restock. And I think if this particular cluster is not all that impressive and I don't want to stay here for any extended period of time, I'm going to clear out a lot of the inventory and not carry around as much crap. I do have an abundance of food with me. But I think I need to prep a little bit better on salted items. So at some point in time, I'm going to have to do a massive salt production and test out some of the tricks that people have suggested for just that particular purpose. Alright, we got a ritual island. Put on the brakes. Now, one of the most frustrating things about that journey was the sheer number of times I ended up leaning. The game was either getting out of sync or because I kept speeding time up and everything else like that, I kept ending up with that weird lean to one side, which is pretty frustrating actually. Alright, lots of turtles, empty campfire, a little bit of water, tiny bit of water. Great. Another lantern. And nothing really all that spectacular on this one either. What I do want to do though is I want to crank out another island. Alright, so we got 2 that we can't tag just yet. And we got that one. Okay, I imagine that's probably the furthest one out to the west. Swimmy time. another shallow wreck. Shallow wreck with one crate. Alright, so Ritual Island, not that impressive either. Cluster number 3 is not impressing me overly. Not overly impressed. Let's grab that. Alright, need a piece of rope. Do I have room over here for anything? Not really. Alright, got that lash down. Alright. We've run out of space. Alright, let's actually put which one was my meat and cheeses? Or cheese and breads? Thought I had, there it is. Alright. It's all nice and cleared up. Turtles just flopping around in the breeze. Did that not take... Call that one landing. I should actually put this as water ritual. Alright, we're going to go ahead and hit another island. Go hit Island E. We're stuck. Oh yeah, I didn't even get close. Didn't even get close on that one. Alright, I've gotten really bad at this apparently. Alright, one thing I have not done since I got on this island was hit a save, so let's take care of that real quick. Wow. How am I getting so far off on these directions? That was bad. I apologize. Alright. Looks like there's another island over there, which I think we already tagged. Yeah, that's the one really far down there. Alright. Let's get over to Island E, and then we can goof around. Get to the island, and then goof. That's some good wind. This should only take a minute. Now, I did actually figure out a pretty neat trick. What you can do, not really a trick per se. Put that in slot number 1. And then you can sit down, hit wait, and then you can pull out your watch and see what time it is. Show you how quickly time goes by. Now, I also got hit by 2 rogue waves coming over here. Scared the bejesus out of me. One of them was right after sunset, and the boat went fully underwater with me on it. And it took a minute to right itself, but it did. And then another one was just in the middle of the day. I think that was actually when I crossed over from the previous cluster into the open ocean, because it had a huge lag spike as well. That one over there might be promising. We're a large island. Now, of course, the only goofy thing is when you got your watch out, you actually got to put your watch back to realign with the UI. I think we're about to get some weather. Because my frames dropped dramatically. Get a save there. Up on off the boat. Bring her ashore. There are crabs everywhere on this island. And the game crashed again. All right, well, unfortunately, I'm going to call that one there. 25 minutes in. Thanks again for all the love and support. You guys have been absolutely amazing. I really do appreciate it. Here, let me give you something bigger to look at while we do this. If you haven't already, please like the video. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. Doesn't cost you a thing, means the world to me. And hit that notification, get notified every time I go live or post new content. And until next time, don't forget to save and find your own damn islands.